Hey, we're live, our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. How are you? I'm super happy that it's Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern time again. Why? Every Monday it's like almost like our dating, right? Abundant Entrepreneurs Dating inside of our Facebook group, Abundant Entrepreneurs. I hope you've already listened to some of our previous episodes. Today is our 87th episode. And the question I'm asking you, actually, I'm also asking myself every day. What are you still waiting for? Okay, today's a question. But before that, I also want to ask you, what is your most desired dream and vision? If every day, like when, especially today's Monday, right? So many people, I know that I still remember when I was working in a corporate, and you did not really expect what to happen, and you did not really have a plan, right? Or maybe a goals. You just routinely go to work. How many of you are still like that? But in our entrepreneurs world, I believe many of you have already adapted some new habits. It's like plan your goals. We plan for example, we plan for our annual goals. We plan for our like 90 days goals, right? And we also plan for our weekly goals. And now we plan for our everyday goals. It's just like I introduced this before. Every evening or nighttime before you go to sleep, before you do other relaxation things, you want to at least like jot down what would be tomorrow your priorities, like at least 2 or 3 priorities or like top goals you want to accomplish to make tomorrow the most accomplished day, right? Most fulfilling day. So you want to see that. I use my cell phone's like Evernote. I have today's goals. Like every evening, I put my today's goals actually for tomorrow, right? So I get it fully prepared. So the next day, I know what would be on my top list. I want to accomplish them. So I want you to have this habit as well. And now it's Monday. I hope that nobody of you, where you are listening to this either live or replay, nobody of you is getting into like just a routine, right? You want to have some like priorities, but not just that, not just goals. I know so many people are driven by their goals, but it's like not higher level goals. It's just more like a contingent goals or maybe deadlines, right? How many of you are still like trying to catch up deadlines, right? You put your priorities only by deadlines. And that's, deadlines is important to catch up, right? It's for like urgency. But another criteria you want to use is like importance, the value in long run. So that's like we have the core, like 4 quadruples to decide to make our like priorities, which one is the most important thing. So not just decided by the urgency, by the deadlines, but it's also more for like long term, their values, their importance for you, for your life's fulfillment, and for the people you want to help. Okay, so that would help you to make a better decision, even though maybe no time is like perfect. Maybe we will never make a perfect decision, but at least with this guidance, with this principle, you know what to choose relatively will be really for your long-term values, your development, fulfillment, and contribute to your best gifts and your best values to this world. Okay, so now we get into Monday. What are you focusing on? Are you still like filled with your dreams and visions? So that's what I want to encourage everybody, not get to just into Monday routine, just to catch up this deadline and do this kind of work. Those are important goals in my business must catch. Some of you just maybe put I need how many clients, and this week I need by the way, I asked a question last week to say, what are you like most desire to accomplish for today, right? Many people put their specific number. That's good, right? Specific target. They say, I want to get this much like a client, this many clients, and that kind of a sales like that. So more and more of our entrepreneurs and get into and then lost their track. Sounds like they're on the track, but also they lost their vision. They're on like every day I need to get how many kind of a sales, or how many prospects, right? Or how many sales, how many appointments, and close how many deals, or recruit how many people. And we lost our vision in those tasks, in more like short-term goals, day-by-day goals. And then when we get into so much of that everyday routine, and then we lost our big vision. So here I'm not saying that like a daily specific tangible goals are not important. It's very important. But at the same time, You do not want to lose your big dream and vision. You need to always be clear about, by doing those things and by accomplishing those like specific targets, what is that for? Okay, what is the reason behind that? What's the purpose of what you are doing now and every day? Okay, so there needs to be a combination alignment there, and you always never lose your dream and vision. So that's what I perfectly, it's really like I would suggest everybody, if you are like wake up and you just jump off your bed and start to check or turn on your cell phone, or someone never turn off your cell phone, right? Like during your sleep. That's not good habits. So you turn on your cell phone and immediately to check your emails or your Facebook messages or whatever, right? All the social medias, and then you get into your routine day. That's definitely not good. So here I would suggest everyone, if you have not developed your morning routine, here is the suggestion. I personally experienced that. I know this will benefit me so much, benefit my clients, and I believe that it will benefit you so much as well. So always start your day with a morning routine, not just like some people turn on your cell phones, also their morning routine. So some great visionary routine. I call it abundance meditation. Okay, abundance healing and meditation. So when I open my eyes and it's a wake up time, right? I do not jump off my bed. I just do all this kind of like a massage, stretching, like exercise in my bed, and then I do my meditation, including my gratitude, including my visualization, including my incantation, and including my talk with God, with my Creator. So that's like a connect with the source of my purpose. So every morning I've been doing this, and every night when I go to sleep, before I fall into sleep, I normally fall into sleep very quickly because I was tired, like a whole day, working long hours, and also like work as a mom for the kids, like 2 kids, the teenager kids. So that's like a long day, right? Majority time, the most peaceful and happy time of me is like really going to sleep. I remember like Elon Musk, or like who said that? Or like Jack Ma, quite some successful people, this is the most joyful time of the day is really go to sleep, right? Because they're finally, all those like visionary leaders, they had so big a responsibility and so big vision to fulfill every day. They're just like laser focused, one sense by sense, right? And then until they fully get ready to sleep, it's like, oh, that's a long, fulfilling day. And that's the most joyful day, I would say. And before that, before I fall into sleep quickly, I would just do a brief, it's also a meditation, abundance meditation, but it's different mode from the morning, right? I focus only on one thing, it's just a gratitude thing. I would quickly review what I've already accomplished today, what's like highlights of today, and I would say thank you, God, for your your blessing, your helping to make this thing like happened, right? And feel like so fulfilled, like something I planned, something I visioned, and it's already become a reality. So I was full of gratitude, and I quickly fall into sleep with that kind of a great energy, right? The next morning I wake up, it's my abundance meditation again. So this kind of just like a continuous abundance energy and refreshment and recovering and recharging. And this will be the great thing for me every morning, before I start to work on anything. I get fully aligned with my vision, with my incantation, what this kind of identity I claim myself to be, I believe myself I am, okay? This identity and your belief, your philosophy, your faith, and your gratitude, and also your vision and your dreams, and everything aligned together. And that's the start of my every morning, okay? It's been for years. I could not remember exactly how many years already, at least 5 or 6 years every day I've been like this. I'm so grateful, because this make the total difference of the whole day. Whatever you're doing, even though sometimes it's tactical level, right? You're doing like on the systems, on the like posts, on the content, targets, prospecting, all these kind of things, even though sometimes they're tangible, right? It's like a tactical level, like a goals level. But because my alignment in the morning, I know I'm doing the things for my vision. And there are so many times I'm telling you these wonderful things. It's just like a magic. Sometimes I have something I was been thinking, planning, but I did not get like specific inspiration. I have not get that aha moment. But after I do that abundance meditation, after I do the visualization and incantation, and I spend a little bit like extra time there peacefully and think about what's the thing I'm planning and today I want to accomplish. And the inspiration just get into my mind, many times. And some people I know maybe get their best inspiration during the showers, right? We heard so many of that. I had that time as well, because you are totally relaxed and you are taking a shower and you can have any kind of imagination thinking. I sometimes get that kind of aha moments. But quite many times I remember is when I was lying down on my bed after I do all my like a routine in the bed, and then I was planning, this thing I want to do, and specific words get into my mind, how to specifically say something, how to like send that message or reach out, all this kind of, or how to specifically, for example, today, this Momentum Monday topic, and quite so many times, and majority of the time I plan a day ahead at least, right, or maybe 2 days or 3 days ahead during the weekend, think about what topic I want to share today. But quite sometimes also during my morning, a Monday morning abundance meditation, the specific sentence and words and get into and specific questions get into my mind. It's just like it's already done. It's already done in my mind, and then I just, when I get off my bed, I just need to type in, okay, and everything's ready there. It's so quick. So that's people call the flow, okay? And it's like take that flow when you are really aligned with your dream, with your purpose, with your vision, okay? So now, what's your dream and vision? I will share a little bit more about mine when I'm share with you some examples to share with you how to take that momentum, okay? But here I want to know what's your dream and vision. Feel free to comment under video, okay? And many of you may be still like either shy or like an introvert, and you think like you want to just keep this to yourself. And if you are still in this stage, I would totally encourage you, do yourself this benefit, okay? Do yourself this favor. Share it. Until you share it, this universe will not know it, okay? Only till you share it. Let this universe know it. Let everybody knows what's your vision, what's your dream. And the whole universe will help you, okay? If you only just like think inside of yourself and never share out, and it's only like only you, that's your work, that's all your work. But if you share with the universe, the more you share, the more you clarify, the more you explore, the more you discover, and the more resources you will really attract to help you. Okay, quite soon I will share with you this exact example with myself, okay? And so make sure that you share under the video, okay, your dream and vision. Even though it's still like vague, it's totally fine. Start to share with it, and more it will be clear. I still remember years ago, I clarified my niche, actually many versions of my niche, right? Like fine-tuned how to different words and a little bit like fine-tune the direction. And initially that version of my niche statement is still like a work word, and it's not easy for me to announce, right? I had to initially like memorize it, to practice it one like again and again, until now, years later, it's become just a natural part of me. It's just like integrated my identity, my purpose, my role, my call, right, in this world. So, and it's like a natural part of me. It's of course from the core, but it's also from your practice, your repetition. And Tony Robbins said repetition is the mother of skill. Like for the marketing, right, when you want to present, you want to keep practicing what is true to you, okay? So you need both. You need that core, and also you need the practice. You need the duplication, the repetition, the practice, okay, rehearsal, whatever you call it. It's just like you need to do it again and again and more. And I still remember that I sometimes fine-tune 1 or 2 words and different words there and there, right, in different situations. But more and more it becomes just natural for me. And I just like unconsciously I can speak about it. Because that's the best part, right? So definitely share your vision and dreams, okay? Clarify to yourself and clarify more and more to this universe, so you can get it. More help from your creator and also from all the resources around you. And now the second question is, what are you still waiting for? Okay, just the title of our today's episode. What are you still waiting for? And it's like, there's so many times I meet so many entrepreneurs, and it's such a big pity. I feel like so sorry for them. And when I ask them, right, so many of them are still saying, some of them take years, they're still like waiting for something to happen for them. They said, oh, I want this, oh, I want that, oh, I like this, I like that, oh, I'm still exploring this and that, and or maybe this and that. And when it's time for them to make decision to do something, they were always hesitating. They were always hesitate. I was wondering, what are you waiting for? And another day, entrepreneur, right, is consulting me, like say, oh, how can I asked him, what's your dream, what's your vision, what do you want to fulfill? He told me, and I asked him, what is the top challenge? What is the top challenge that is holding you back to fulfill that dream? This is always my two key questions, right? I always ask people, what's your dream, or what's the purpose, or what's the vision you have here? And then the second question would be, what's your top challenge that's holding you back from fulfilling it? Because they are stuck in there, they're not moving forward. And sometimes the answer is so make me feel like they told me, oh, I need this and that resources, right? And some people said, oh, I need this money to do that thing, otherwise it's stuck in there. And sometimes they even ask me, do you have some money to support me to fulfill this dream? Okay, I hope I could have that much money. I'm like almost like a banker, right? With the bank's money to put the loan to you, invest you. By the way, I will share with you one of my innovative way to invest in you. And I may not have that much money, like millions of dollars, to invest in you, but I do have some great things, more worth more than millions of dollars to invest in you. Okay, I will share with you quite soon. So they even ask, oh, okay, I do not have the money. And some of them say, oh, I do not have this kind of equipment. But then I just tell them, like, for example, some of them, they are waiting for something. I said, oh, don't you know that, like, for example, the internet, this kind of application is even free? They've already providing this kind of functions you are looking for. Ta-da! It's like solving their problem right away. Imagine that if they did not ask me, or if I did not reach out to them to support them, right, to just give them a free consultation and support, they would stay there waiting for it. I don't know how long. It sounds like they've already been waiting for that like that kind of resources for a long time. And then they told me, oh, okay, if this is available, then I would need this to fulfill my dream. So they find the next things that's like a blocking their way. Okay, something almost like an excuse that's just blocking them from like moving forward. Oh my goodness, I just found. I'll say, okay, that isn't that one is like the next thing you want isn't that just like a very easy to get, something you can use. You do not, maybe you cannot afford some like a good, for example, a camera. You can just use your cell phone. I believe many people have a cell phone. Oh, maybe you say, oh, I do not have a cell phone. Okay, at least you have we are connected on the social media. Okay, you have the internet, you have your social media, you have access. If you do not have your computer, you can go to library or any place you can find this access. Okay, it's just like the mindset, the attitude here is like no excuse. Whatever you need, solve it, find it. There are so many ways, and now we are in this like perfect. It's almost like I'm so grateful. So many entrepreneurs are so grateful. I know that Dean Gross-Arce, Tony Robbins, they're so grateful. You know, through the pandemic, Tony Robbins canceled all his, like 2020, canceled all his live events in those like big studios, right? He used to host like dozens of thousands of like live events in the studio. And he has been doing that for how many years? My God, over 40 years, okay, over 42 or 3 years, because now he's already totally in his coaching industry for 45 years. So that's 3 years ago, right? Or around like 42 years. Or on live events, he shared his story, like he how to say, rented a hotel big room, spent during that time hundreds of dollars, right? It's expensive for him, but he expected hundreds of people show up. Eventually, guess what? Only 7 people showed up, and scattered everywhere. A huge room with only 7 people scattered. Can you imagine that? And he had that courage to connect them to the first like row, right, the front row, to teach them, to share with them for hours, and just to give him his best. And since then, he you know, the rest is just a story, right? He opened his like empire. That's the beginning of his humble start, and then build up a huge empire. So here it's just like whatever you need, no excuse, just go to find it. Okay, whatever resource you can find it. And now because we have this best era, right? We have like internet, we have Facebook, we have LinkedIn, we have all this social media. You just need to turn on your camera, like now, right? Like just show up, even though you maybe do not have a camera. Let's say the worst situation, you can still put something there, right? You can still post, you can still share. Nothing can stop you, just can stop you from sharing whatever you have, your inspirations, your best aha moments, your learning what's your today's best joyful time, what you are giving, what things you are learning. All those things, it's almost like unlimited things you can share, okay? Even though you do not have a live video. So the point is, what are you still waiting for? What are you still trying to find all these kind of excuses? Sometimes people say, oh, I needed that my money. Okay, let me give you this exact example now. It's my turn, okay? My turn to share my vulnerability. Well, my turn to share some of my story. I had this big dream since quite some years ago. Especially actually, I would say, before the pandemic, I just planned everything well, like where I want to show up, like physically, right? Because there was no pandemic. Imagine that time. Can you still imagine that time? Back then, we do not need to wear masks, so we could not even imagine what could be like a pandemic or COVID-19 or all this kind of like viruses things, right? We never thought about that. So life is like full of freedom. I'm based in New York. I was imagining that, planning exactly everything is in my vision, in almost the tangible things. I will like create my, how do you call that, like a banner? It's not banner, it's something standing there, like your standing banner, something like that, right? It's like for your marketing material thing. And I want to bring that to, for example, to Times Square, and I want to set up a table there just to share with people and help them to do their vision board. And all this kind of thing I was planning, and the vision board, I want to prepare, like connect more vision board. I've already connected dozens of them from my clients. I want to do that, like just like prepare for the Guinness World Record. I want to help so many people, like millions of people, create their vision board and clarify their purpose, their vision. I just want to do that even for free, right? Because I was so bumped up for that kind of purpose at the core. And while I was planning everything, it's almost like happening. A pandemic started, right? We heard these viruses, and here and there we start to wear masks, and the world is like stopped, and we could not go outside. Almost like we could not talk to each other, right? You want to hide people, you want to keep the distance, and how could I do that vision board? So everything's like on the pause button now, right? Since then, 2019, I think I planned everything in 2019, and now it's like over 3 years already. So every morning I'm doing my incantation. I'm asking myself, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Can you only do that physically? That's the exact question I'm asking myself and challenging myself. Why couldn't I do this virtually, right? So then because I'm challenging myself, asking this question. So since then, I've been, that's like since last year, I've been doing this like virtually now. Where I'm coaching my clients, I help them from online create their vision board, right? It's just like when like bad things happen, or things unexpected happen. Sounds like everything you planned initially put it onto like this pause button, right? It's just this pause motion, and don't we cannot like do anything anymore. So this is the time you need to always ask yourself, what I'm still waiting for. Do I really need that kind of for example, that kind of money? Without that money, I cannot do anything. Do I really need, for example, the freedom without the pandemic to do my things, to help people create their vision board? No, I don't, right? And I have another big vision is really open my abundance university and also my abundance center. Everything initially I planned on my vision board is physical. It's like a big castle as my university, and a beautiful like a dome kind of a building, like a transparent white like a scales skeleton, like a structure, and the dome with transparent glasses, ceiling, all this kind of thing, right? Those fancy things. I said, oh, now I do not have that money. Oh, now the pandemic, we are not like even can go out. But then ask myself, What I'm still waiting for? Do I really have to pause here? Do I really need to suffer my vision, my dream, and just waiting for everything's ready? And of course, now I do not have that big money to invest in a big, huge castle to open for my Abundance University. So what? So I could not open my university? Gosh, I challenge myself that question. So why can't I just open my Abundance University from online? I even got that domain name, AbundanceU.org. AbundanceU.org. I need to get that domain to run again, right? So I have all these kind of resources online. Why can't I do that? And even this morning, I'm thinking about what I have for my Abundance University. Then I get into that specific visualization. I was recording what I have already created through these 13 years of coaching, right? I have my so many things, including abundance meditation and healing. I've already shared with you, right? I have I'm an abundant entrepreneurs group already ready on Facebook and LinkedIn. I have that on my WeChat as well. So I have 3 different groups and also plus other groups. And then what else I have? I created purposeful and profitable niche secrets, that program. And then also have my abundant creators program to help entrepreneurs to launch. And also have my create more content challenge to help entrepreneurs to make more impact and make their influence right away every day. And then also have my Abundance U Inner Circle. And this summer I just, by the way, the Abundance U Inner Circle is for the annual membership to empower our mastermind abundant entrepreneurs to really get into their next level of their leadership. They're like an author, they're speaker, and also the leader with their own community. That's an annual program, right? So, and then we have a Teen CEO. We just accomplished the second session this year. Last year we already done the first session. So this year summer camp we already done successfully the second one. So you see, and also we have our Abundant Entrepreneurs Elite program. That's for our next level partnership, next level promotion for you. If you do not have our resources, we support you to get your word spread out and support you and promote you as almost like your affiliate partner. So I have all this accounted. Then I got already 7 or 8 kind of great programs and also like services in my like empire. I could not call my system or like a little empire, right? This is exactly what could be delivered like Abundance University. It's just a name. Abundance University is just like this kind of a umbrella brand. I'm already totally inside of it. I'm already launched it, and I just did not realize that. Okay, so many of you, are you resonating with this? So many of us, we keep creating, and keep delivering, and then someday we forgot how much we were already created. And it's great, right? You keep creating. We always want more innovations and new creations. But at the same time, review what you've already put there, right? You've already put so much like a thread and even your blood, almost like a heart, and so much heart and love into it. You created so many things. But now it's just like, review it, write down them, and put all these dots together. And like they said, connect all these pearls together. It's already a beautiful necklace, but you forgot that. Put that necklace onto yourself. It's like a proud claim that you've already had what you want. You do not need to wait for. Or some of you maybe say, "Oh, I'm still new in this field. I've not created anything yet." But think about whatever you are called into. You must have accumulated something in the past journey, okay? In the past, you've already created something. Maybe sometimes it's like so small, you ignore them. But if you recall what you have already learned, sometimes you just need to reorganize them, okay? Organize them and like put all these dots together. And then you will see you already have something there. And of course, through the rest of the years, you want to create more. And here I want to remind everybody, your dream and your vision is not the destiny. Like so many people, they put the goals, or the goals is there, my dream is there, my vision is there. They put it's all like far away, right? Like they said, Mountain Everest. My dream or my vision is like a Mountain Everest. It's like it seems like I could never reach it. But today I want to share with you that through my reviewing, through my connecting all those dots together, I've just found that I have already created. I'm in it. I'm in this journey. My dream and my vision is this journey. It's not the destination. I'm already inside of it. I'm living my dream and vision already. How many of you? I would encourage you to spend that little time, okay? Review whatever you have already learned, connected, accumulated, even lessons. Okay, those experiences, lessons, even failures you may call that. It's not real like a failures, right? That's the lessons, that's the like precious like experiences you accumulated through your way. So you already have those things, including your stories, okay, your life stories. All those things are your treasure already. That's your pearls. That's your thoughts. Put them together. You've already created something, and you are in this journey, okay? Whatever your dream and vision is, believe me, if you can vision and dream about it, you are already in that journey, okay? So I want you to have this kind of a shift. If today, if you forget about anything else, if you only have this kind of a shift, that will do you a great benefit, and it will definitely help you to fulfill more in the future. But believe that you are already on this journey already, this dream and vision journey. Don't just look for that destination. So many people, why there are so many people that are suicidal? That's a tragedy, right? It's so sad, because they put their dream, their vision so far away. They always think that they have not fulfilled, because that's so far away from them. They took themselves as like a failure. They took themselves as like so frustrated. I'm so not good enough. I may never reach that like that kind of high or beautiful like dream or vision. So they lose their courage, lose their appreciation of themselves. They lose that faith. They lose that courage. Okay, they lose that belief in themselves. They get so frustrated if they always put their dream and vision goals far away as their destination. And that's why so many people gave up their life. They gave up because they thought they will never reach it. But now, if you review and think and believe that you are already on this journey, your dream and vision is with you. It's like your partner. They're just to keep how to say, expanding. Okay, you and your dream and vision are just to keep expanding and reaching the future place you want to get to. But together, just think about your vision and your dream as your partner. You're together, and together you are striving, and they are guiding you. Thinking of them as your friend, your best friend, okay? The friend who is so loyal, so faithful to you. They will never leave you. They just accompany. Really, like if you still have the dream and vision, you know that they are always with you. So they are with you. They are there, okay? They are here in your mind. They are here in your heart and also in your soul, okay? So when you can imagine them, they are with you. They were already like last time I already shared it. I actually shared it many times, and I want to keep sharing it. Your dream, your vision, is the blueprint God created for you, okay? This is your path. This is your journey. It's already created to you. You are on it. You're now at a certain point, at exactly the best, I would say the best at the right spot, okay? You are at the right time, at the right spot, with your dream and with your vision. You just need, together with them to keep expanding until they become both you and your dream and vision become greater and greater and bigger, okay? And you can fulfill more together. So that's the basic principle, or I would say the philosophy I want to share with you first, so that you could have better understanding about what here you are called for, okay? So always get clear about what your call, your purpose, your vision and dream, okay? Always be clear about them and invite them. Hold hands with them. Together, you are on this journey to the greater future. All right? So now, I told you, and also another example about my Abundance Center I just mentioned, right? So all my programs is already part of the Abundance University. And I could use that like abundance of all, this kind of like, this is my movement. Under that is my Abundance University. All these kind of programs is in it already. Okay, I'm recruiting my clients, I'm recruiting my students, and they are already in my Abundance University, including for example, my Teen CU students. They are part of my Abundance University. My Abundant Creators coaching clients, they are part of my Abundance University already. Okay, so I just need to clarify and re-announce this kind of this kind of my dream is I'm already in it. I just make it this branding or this kind of like a purpose, this call clearer. And then another one I talked about my abundance center, right? I shared many years ago. I remember even with some of my business friends in China. I remember I shared this great idea, and they said, "Wow, this wonderful idea. They want to do something. They're planning, but eventually we did not make it happen yet in China because all this kind of regulations or whatever." But here I said, why should I wait for that kind of money? Because initially we want to build up some like a fancy big dome kind of a building, right? To be that center. It's a huge one, like a studio one. And that's a little of a, not just millions, maybe like hundreds of millions of dollars to rebuild that. And before I get that much money, I was thinking, what am I still waiting for? Do I really need that kind of millions of hundreds of millions of dollars to fulfill that dream? And remember this philosophy, I'm already in this dream, right? And when I'm recalling what I've already created, for example, this past weekend, we organized some of my like teen CEOs project. It's called Flip the Page Book and like a book and biking, reading and biking club. And we have this group on Facebook as well. And we share with people, and we invite friends and students together to do the riding, the venture to a park. And we shared a great time together, and a picnic time, and also like a communication time, and a meetup time together, and even with expanded people. It was a successful, wonderful event. And then Sunday we had another like for exercise, right? Badminton gathering, alumni gathering together. It's another club. Gosh, I was wondering, we were doing all this kind of thing. And guess what? When I was doing abundance meditation, I said, wow, shouldn't this exactly what we should be doing for abundance center? We do not need even a physical center to gather people there together. Of course, ideally, if in the future we have that, that would be fantastic because we can host like annual events together. Imagine that, right? That would be wonderful. But now, before we have that, what I'm still waiting for? Why should I should also ask this question, ask you to ask this as well. Why should I be waiting for? Okay, why should I be waiting for? What I'm waiting for? You should not, and you're not waiting for anything. Okay, do not need waiting for anything. You are already in this journey. Like they said, people said, give me a lemon, make a lemonade, right? Whatever you get, make it happen. It's just like, okay, we had these great events and like groups on Facebook, also on our WeChat. We have those groups. We have communications every day is going on. I was in it. I have been in it, but I forgot. I was thinking my abundance center is that way, right? That big, fancy dome building, that studio. And I forgot I'm already doing all these kind of things. It's actually abundance center wants to help, wants to provide. And now today, it's just like a new aha moment getting in my mind. Okay, this virtual abundance center, okay, this virtual abundance center should have all this kind of different clubs, okay, different beautiful clubs. And, in Abundance University, people are learning and to improve themselves and to create things, right? And the Abundance Center is exactly the place, like an implementation place, practical place for people to like open their club based on their interests, based on their call, based on their best gifts, to create their own clubs and collect people together. There are so many like leaders, right? Those abundant leaders, abundant entrepreneurs, they collect their tribes people together, and based on their common interest and common purpose, they are already engaging and doing all these kind of activities. So I've already got part of my, not the whole ones, right? But the part of my abundance center is going on with all these small clubs already, right? Oh my God, that's a big aha moment for me. So I do not need to wait for that fancy multi like hundreds of millions dollars of a dome, beautiful like glass ceiling dome to be the stadium, right? To be ready. We are already like virtually organize the people together, and all those clubs are tangibly happening. We had those beautiful events, we gather with people, and like our interests are expanding. Okay, so this is just a beginning, okay? So that's why I'm super excited that all my dreams, actually, I do not need to wait for them for the future. I do not need to accumulate all this kind of a fancy materials and money, people, resources to make it happen. It's already happening. It's just like initially maybe just one or two persons. I remember one time I brought my son, another time I brought both my son and my daughter, just two or three of us, okay? And we went to our community entrance and we set up a booth, so just using our portable picnic table and a chair, right? It's just like together, we connected together. We just set up by the Long Island Railway station in front of our community entrance. I put there and set up some books, and we can give away some kids reading and picture books. And at the same time, we distributed our events posters. Or you can say what's that? Pamphlets, something like that, right? So just reach out to stranger people just passing by, people from a community, and reach out to them and try to connect them together. And some of them we invited from social media, invite them together, join our group, and our group is expanding. I remember just a few weeks ago, it's just like a few people, right? And now it's thousands of 770 people, and my girls' Facebook group is already over 450 people. So that is saying that our dreams and our visions could be happening every day with us, but we did not notice. Just like we are paving the road, brick by brick, pedal by pedal. We're paving our road, okay? We're on this journey already. So I hope you will get this, okay? So now it's to you. I'm using my example to show you how you're already on your journey, okay? Maybe just you did not realize it yet. Okay, but the first thing is really further clarify your dream and vision, and then connect all these thoughts together. Write down. I would encourage you to put in things in your journal. I normally jot things down on my journal, your inspirations, whatever you created, right? And then put all these things together, what you already created, what you already experienced, what you already learned. Those things together to say, this little. So now, like your dream and vision is just like in this baby status, the baby mode, how you can cultivate it to grow bigger and bigger. And that's super important. Next one is like take this daily momentum to make this happen. Daily momentum to make things happen. Okay, it's just a little by little. This baby will keep growing. You keep feeding it. The baby will keep growing, and until one day, just like my kids, right, are going to be like a beautiful teenagers. And with their own thoughts, with their own creativities. It's just like amazing. Okay, it's just take your dream and vision like your baby. Feed them, cultivate them, spend your time with them, put your heart, your soul, and your love, all your heart love with them. And really enjoy this journey to grow together with them. Okay? It's just like, no matter if you have kids or not, just imagine that, okay? It's just like something, it doesn't matter. If you do not have kids, maybe you have your pet, or maybe you have your plants. But everything you had that experience to cultivate it from little and to bigger to more beautiful state, and think about that, relate to that. Okay, that's your dream and vision. And now the daily momentum. How could you keep this daily momentum? One way, definitely join our Abundant Entrepreneurs group, right? We have the group on Facebook and LinkedIn, and I spend the majority time on the Facebook community. And here, this is where I do my live weekly Momentum Monday live events. And so this can keep you every day. We share new inspirations to keep you, and we have members contributing as well. So this is a place to nurture you and also lift you up. And then what's next? I would encourage you and also invite you guys, join now upcoming next challenge. It's called the Make More Content Challenge. Like every day, just 30 minutes to make the impact to this world. You need this momentum, okay? You need this kind of momentum to share your dream, share your vision, and every day create a little bit things, every day to contribute to that, and every day to feed your dream and your vision baby, okay? To cultivate to be bigger, all right? So make sure I check out under my video the link of our challenge. Let me see if I will have any. Now it's already 44 minutes. And I will answer any of your comments, even though you're watching this replay. Make sure that you comment under my video, okay? Either on the YouTube or now under the Facebook, okay? Comment, ask your questions, or share your inspirations. I will definitely reply to every comment, okay? And also share my link to Make More Content Challenge. Only 5 days, but that would totally change your game, okay? From a purpose to your art, to science, to your strategies, and to your movement. That will help you totally lift you up to make your impact to the next level, and also your creation and momentum to the next level. All right, everyone, no waiting anymore, okay? And you are already on this journey of your dream and vision, and you just need to grow together with it. And let's meet together in our movement, in our Make More Content Challenge, and let's help you to create that momentum every day and the impact every day till you and your dream keep growing to be bigger, and you will feel more fulfilled. All right, and then that way you will contribute really to this world, impact many more lives that you dream of. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. We'll look forward to seeing you next time, Momentum Monday. Okay, keep this momentum on. Bye.